Good morning, Kathy. Are you there? Kathy. There you are. Hang on, let me ask to unmute you. And it won't let me unmute you for some reason. It won't let me ask you. Seatbelt on, safe. You can hear me.
I can.
There you are.
Well, I can't see anybody, so I don't know what's going on. I'm the reason I said last night I didn't know what was going on because I don't know what's going on. I'm on my way. I gotta vacuum the car out. I gotta pick up clients at 9 o'clock. And if I can,
What was that last sentence? You got to pick up clients at 9 o'clock and nope, I can't hear you. And you're frozen. And it's definitely you, not me. I can see me moving. Oh, Kathy, unfreeze. I'm going to, oh, hang on. It looks like she's coming back in. Or I lost her for good.
I'm here.
There you are. Okay, you pick up clients at 9 and
I said, and if somehow in between getting everything done and getting there and picking everybody up, I get the car vacuumed and stop by the post office, that'd be great.
wow.
Oh, and a baby deer.
Oh.
Yeah. They crawled up the side of the bank and then peeked over the top.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Who else? All right, so tell me tell me what you thought of class last night.
I get out of class last night.
What'd you think?
I don't know. I don't know how to embed stuff. So like when I put on the notes, but it got passed by that somewhere along the line, I hope they tell you how you can put in links so that it'll actually take you somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like to my page or wherever I want them to go. Mm-hmm. in the booklet and the letters and stuff like that, yep. Because it's not something I'm good at. So somewhere along the line, I didn't go in just like he said I wouldn't. I was tired. I had to get a couple of things ready for this. So I did not work on the booklet. I once before did somewhere along the way, but I haven't done anything in a while.
Gotcha. Morning. Well, hang on. Hold that. Get with, in order to just talk to Ava real quick and just tell her you need to know how to embed links and she'll walk you through. Because you know how to do it on a Mac, not a PC, which I'm assuming it's the same, but she can walk you through wherever you're putting it in, how to do it.
All right. Well, I got to get there then.
Yep. Good morning, Jenna. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. Sorry I'm late. I was looking everywhere I can find the link. I'm sure it's in my email somewhere, but thank you.
You're so welcome. Usually stuff is, and I'll double check to make sure, because when she said that, it reminded me, it's on Workplace, the GIA page, and then you go to events and all the links for everything should be there. Always.
Okay, great.
In there. So I'm going to have her, I'll have her make, I just want to double check and make sure that they're in there. Events.
I didn't even look there. I was looking through my emails.
Yes, Kathy?
Hey, get her to add a password so that you don't have to go add it in afterwards.
You mean on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Add in the password. I didn't know you had to.
In the same, well, if you go to that and it shows you join here, whatever, shows you the meeting ID, shows you the password. But when you click the link and you get there, it asks for the password. And then I never remember what it is. And I know that there's a way you can put it all together so that when a person clicks on it, it all works.
Cool beans. I'll add it in. Thank you. Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm glad I can hear you.
Awesome. Nice to see you.
Same here. Let me see. Do I turn it upside down or can you see me
No,
right?
you're perfect.
Okay,
Yep,
great.
you're good. All right, let's hear
Okay.
some good news. Kathy, you were on here first. Let's hear it. Oh, did I lose Kathy driving?
No, I'm here.
There you are.
I guess I thought I already did it. That's why I was pausing. Second trip out to this property with a client, which is good because I know they're vacillating and trying to figure out what they want to do.
Mhm.
And because they still want to see more properties, but they really like this one. So that's a good thing. I also did the disc test thing that you put up there,
Yeah.
which is interesting. But anyway, I don't have that information with me. I do a little bit, but in my head.
Love it. Love it. All right. Out of curiosity, Kathy, where'd these clients come from again?
These are people that I've been talking to for a long time, but actually he was on my mail route.
Gotcha. Cool beans. All right. This part of the meeting, we always start with some good news. So Laura, what good news do you have?
Well, I had an investor contact me
Nice.
out of the blue, but I sent her listings yesterday. So that is kind of what I'm working with right now. She did mention that they buy 2 or 3 a month. So I'm looking for, I'm excited.
Nice. You know where she
That's
from?
awesome.
She is from Cedar Park. She's from around here.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
So yeah.
All right. So are you going to build the booklet?
I want to build a booklet.
Mhm.
I was listening to the video yesterday on Zoom. I hope I can get it done. I'm going to start with the letter, but then I also want to challenge that booklet.
Yeah, it was a cool meeting. All right.
Yeah.
Anna, darling, what's your good news? You're on mute. We have all done
How we
that.
forget so easy. My
For
good
you.
news.
Early as for anybody, yeah.
I won $10 in a lottery.
Woohoo!
Yay! That's good news.
Yeah, I was like, oh, look, I won 10. Yeah, anyway, it was fun.
Awesome. All right. Challenges. What are we up against? I wrote down yours, Kathy, with getting them to choose on a property, but what are you guys up against challenge-wise?
The booklet.
What specifically?
Let me see. Challenges. Well, trying to work on my website for the Really Flow, trying to create that. I don't know if I have to, I know that it's already made. I know you have to edit it a little bit. So I just kind of get a little frustrated. I don't know if I'm doing it right or if it, you know, that's kind of my challenge right now. I have been talking to people on my database, so that's pretty good. But I guess the website would be my main one, so I can start promoting. Even though I have been promoting on Facebook, what I'm doing, I just feel like that would help me a little bit more.
Awesome. Have you jumped into the world and the tech support in the world to get help with that?
That's another challenge.
The world?
Yeah, I mean, I'm able to get a little bit, I now understand to go into a little blue box and go into there.
Yep.
But no, I have not gone into there, into the world. My computer's like really, really slow. So I'm using my iPad and I just need to download the world into my iPad to be able to make it work faster.
I don't think it's going to work on your iPad.
No?
No, here's why.
I have it on my phone though.
Does it work on your phone?
Well, I'm able to log in and I see rooms, but I don't know if I'm going into a right room or not.
So
I don't know if it's working right.
Every time I've tried to use the mobile, version of it. It
Mhm.
doesn't seem to be mobile activated, mobile optimized. That's the word I'm looking for. It's early. It
Okay.
doesn't seem to be very well mobile optimized, and so it really works 1,000% better on a desktop. And I've tried it over and over. There was classes I wanted to take, and so I wanted to come in on the iPad, so I could take it with me because I was traveling. And no,
Uh-huh.
do it. And I finally went into
Okay.
time, and I'm like, why does this not work? And they said, we can't, they don't allow you to enter into classes. I don't know about the rest of it, but I know classes they won't let you enter into, because apparently if you go in on through mobile into a class, they cannot mute you. And they were doing a 6-hour seminar and there was a dog barking somewhere. And they couldn't shut up the dog for 6 hours. And I'm like, whoa. All right. I had the same issue with my computer, my old Mac, which was about maybe 10-ish years old. I mean, it's pretty old.
That's mine.
Yeah, it ran like a charm. It really did. And full disclosure, I traveled it with it back and forth to work. So I would throw it in my car every day, twice a day, throw it in the morning, throw it in at night. And never, I mean, it ran like a charm, but it couldn't handle the level of, I don't know, RAM, I guess, or ROM or whatever it is that the world takes. Just couldn't handle it. So
I think that's what mine is. It just takes so long to launch.
Yeah, it does take a while to launch, but once you're in it, are you able to move around well once you can go click on the box?
Yes.
It does take a while to load it up every time. It'll take a good solid, I haven't timed it, but at least a good solid minute, like a real minute, you know?
Mine is really longer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I should leave it on or just, whatever long it takes, I guess, because I'm not really doing anything until it logs on, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if your Mac, you can just click go into it and then flip over to a different window and do something I think you can until it gets
Okay.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just figured it was too much data for the computer, but I don't know, or the RAMs like you mentioned, or the ROM.
ROM or whatever it is that's the
right.
function, I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. What are the kinds of challenges? Jenna, what are you challenging? What do you got challenged?
Challenges for me are generating leads, just getting people, finding the people that need to buy right now. And I would say, to some extent, the organization, I would say it's a challenge, but it's also not, it's not a difficult one. It's just figuring out how to organize just being virtual is a whole new world for me. I'm sure it is for many of us, but I've just found so much frustration and resistance and just like, what the hell am I doing here? Because I can't find something or I can't figure something out, and I'm slowly getting organized. I would like to be going fastly organized. It's just, but it's going, it's moving. I'm moving the ball, but it just feels like it's like I'm only moving the ball like a little at a time, and I'd like to be moving it more. Like it's taken me a long time to even. It took me a month to get into the world, and I was so mad. I'm like, and finally, I had to reinstall. I had to reinstall, and then it got it moving. But just being organized, just knowing where to find everything, knowing where to, not necessarily everything, but just knowing where to find my own stuff. And then just, creating those connections where people want to buy a house. And I want to work with more of the investor content. I wouldn't say that's a challenge, but it's just, I haven't made it a commitment because I've been working out so many tech things, and getting organized and working out so many, just the business side of everything.
A lot.
Yeah, and so it's just time for that to be calmer and that to be running smoother. and then for me to have more clients. So
Love it. All right, let's dig in. Number one, onboarding can be, I'm going to use a bad word. It can be a bitch. It really can be. It can just be, and Kay's been here long enough, and so is Kathy, to go, yep, it really can. Laura and Jenna, you both are about the same age on our team. Don't suffer in silence. If you have Ava's phone number, text her really fast. If it takes more than a minute to figure out where something is, text her and just get your answer real quickly of where is this? And she'll literally jump on and go, here's this or this or this, or she'll say, hey, I can do it at, in 15 minutes or whatever it is, depending upon what it is that she's doing. She might be on a Zoom with another person. I'm going to show you guys something that I use because I struggled so hard with this of finding everything. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll share this with you. Well, Ava will, because she knows how to share it. If you guys want, I'm totally cool with, she can talk you into, or it's called a Trello board. Are you guys familiar with Trello at all?
I am. I have a Trello board. I just don't use it. Yeah.
Okay, so
I tried to learn it.
So here's this part you wouldn't even have to learn, you would just have it. So here's what I built because I couldn't find stuff, and we can share it with you. Ava knows the process on how to share. I don't know what the process is, but anyway, this is my EXP board. So everything with EXP, their university, workplace groups, referral, ICA agreement, enterprise, everything, all their cool tools that they give us. I literally went into the EXP hall and I grabbed every single one of those. And so when you click on any one of these, let's click on marketing info, for instance, the link's right here. It takes you directly into EXP and it takes you into all of the stuff that has to do with marketing. So everything is in a format, it's alphabetical and it makes sense to me. So their SOPs, their training calendar, workplace, how you get to the do not call list, all the stuff on SkySlope, KV Core, agent attraction, EXP history, and we're always adding stuff in here, ICA agreements, track, I don't know why that one's in here. That one shouldn't be in here, but Ava adds stuff in here too. And then I also took Gary and Gina tools and whoops, hang on, let's go back into that one. All the marketing letters that Gary's got, scripts, right off of the website, our roster, calendar links for all of us to get onto our calendars, lead generation tools, economic tools. There's some cool things in here, everything from our bank tracker to moving trends, all kinds of stuff. This is data to find data when you're looking with investors, Data USA and citydata.com. All the analyzing property stuff that Gary gave us, our logos, NAR stats, Gary's visioning, that 4-step visioning process is all in here. Rev share examples, a couple of podcasts. I think these are the one. Yeah, these are some of our podcasts. And then Gary's book that he recommends for us to do, Massive Passive. And I think that's it. Oh, nope. And then videos over here. There is more. Loan officers, TikTok. If you're transferring over from EXP, a couple of different miscellaneous team assets that we can use. Just a ton of different assets in here. Community groups. We don't have this part built out yet, but that's planning, but building that out. And if you have to get your database into a template, actually, if you're working on getting a database that's not into any template at all, this will start you off with a template. So if this would be helpful, I will have, okay.
Gina, that is amazing. That would help me so much. Because my challenge today is I got kicked out and I have to I can't get into EXP world. I can't get into workplace. I'm having the same problem today. So that would be awesome. Who is Ava?
Ava is my assistant and she is a rock star and I love her. So she's VA over in the Philippines. So hang on, I'm writing all your names down so I can make sure I hit all of you, and I'll have her set you up with the EXP and the GIA. What other one?
Would be phenomenal.
You got it. I'm trying to figure out what else I have in here. Yeah, I think those are the ones. Those are the two main ones for you guys. The rest of it's, I keep everything on here. Well, hang on one second. I love this. I mean, I absolutely love it. Hang on. So let me share my screen again. Hello.
How do you do that? So in Trello, you have all these on the left side, you have all of this tree right here. I don't have that. I just have one board.
Do you have a free Trello or a paid Trello?
Oh, I'm sure it's free.
That's why free gives you a board, I believe. I don't know if it ties to your email address, your IP address. So maybe if you
email, I just looked it up to see my account.
So that's what it ties into. So you could probably run 2 emails and have 2 separate boards. It's, I think, $120 for a year is what I pay. And if I add other members, I have to pay $120 for each member, which is why I have Ava share it, because she knows how to share it where I don't get charged. But I have everything on here. So my goals, I have a accountability buddy. And so we literally track our goals and everything up on here. I've actually got 2 accountability buddies. So we both track our goals. Oh gosh, what else do I do? All my coaching that I do, my goals for 2022, classes where I train classes, all of it. My rental company, everything's up on here. So what I love about it is let me go back to, let's go to EXP. If I want to move something, you just move it. It literally just moves. So if I want to move a card over, I can move a card over. Hang on, I need to get that back over in here. I believe that's where, yeah, that would be that one. I'm pretty sure that one went that way. Anyway, so that's why I love Trello, because it's super simple, super easy to use. You guys wouldn't have to do any of that though. You literally would just be able to, go through and click on it and figure out what it is that you guys want. So,
and it show up as like an icon on your desktop, or?
No, I built it. Let me look really quickly. I built it into, well, hang on. I just moved you guys too much. When you go to open up a new window, that's where I put mine. So hang on one second. Let me share again.
So like in your toolbar.
Toolbar. So for me, when I click on a new window, I built it right into here. So it's just right on my home screen that way. And I go in that way, but it's just, it's Trello.com, Trello. So you can put it, bookmark it, toolbar it, whatever. And it's constantly open. I know what else I'll show you. And then what I do, the other thing that I do, let me go back to sharing my screen, is Ava and I have a board. And literally every single thing that that I need to communicate with her just goes here. And then we just start moving it through. In process, she's got it ongoing, she's got done. We've got labels. So if we need to change a label, edit the label, all these labels, so we can color code everything, see me, urgent, get it done right away, comment, new comment, done, etc. So literally she can go through here, look at something and go, okay, there's comments in here, there's see a comment and new comment. She knows to go grab that, check out what's new, and then just start doing it, moving over. And I can see what's done. This is how I know I love this girl. You can see what's done. It's just constant. And that's what I love about it. So it helps me. I really use it to track my world. I really do. So I'll share the EXP and the GIA boards with you guys. But the main point of it is though, don't suffer in silence. And so what happened with me when I came on, it was brand new on the team. This was 2 years ago. There was, I don't know, a dozen of us or something. There was hardly any of us on here. And David, I didn't know who he was, but I liked him. I mean, I met him on something and liked him. And I would get super frustrated and I would suffer on my own because I always figure stuff out. I'm a smart cookie. And, I would click and find it. And I would be ready to, I don't know what it is about tech. Everything else is a puzzle to figure out. Technology, there's a certain level that like, I'm okay. And then my frustration is sky high. There's no in between. I'm okay. I'm gonna kill somebody right now.
Yeah. That's me with my computer.
I'm ready to kill somebody right now. I can't sign in.
Yes. So I want you, as soon as you're done, to get with Ava also so she can do whatever it is, like literally she starts at 9:30. So at 9:30, jump on it if you can and give her a call. Let me know if you need her phone number. Okay. And I'll just have her help you. And so anyway, I would call up David finally when I was ready to kill somebody. And I'm like, I'm leaving this team. I can't take it. I cannot take it. It's too hard. This is ridiculous. All I'm trying to do is put in a stupid referral or something, just like asinine. And David would go, are you in front of your computer? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, hop on. And we do a really quick Zoom. And he's like, Gina, click here, click here. Thank you. And it was always that simple because he was in it, he knew it, and it's just so simple and easy. When you're outside of it, this is the whole reason why I hired Ava, because I know that you guys are outside of it. And when you're outside of it, it is almost impossible. It's not intuitive at all. You can't find your answers. It's frustrating. It's slow in the beginning to get EXP. I don't know, like Laura, you were saying the world takes a while to load. I didn't know if it was me, my computer. I had no idea. I just knew that I'm a real estate agent at heart. And when I want to answer, I dang want an answer, like right now. Like I'm tyranny of urgent. So helpful.
Can you clone Ava?
Oh my gosh, if I would, I so would.
Okay, is she gonna call us? Do we call her? How do we get in touch? Because
Let's get you your phone number and let me let you know. Let me just do it this way, it'd be easier. All right, Ava, where are you, darling? Okay, I'm gonna drop you in the chat box. So it's Ava. Actually, it's Ava Lou, and it is 747-279-6038. And let me see what her email is, which is not here. I got to go over to my other screen to go grab an email for her. Come on, Gmail, where are you? There you are. Okay, hang on. Let me copy this. Come on.
No, it's Ava at Save Cyber something.
Yeah, it's cyberbacker.com. Get it copied. Okay, let me go back over to you. Pull you back up again. Control V. There we go. Okay. So there you go. She's a cyberbacker, and she's wonderful. She works 9:30 to 6:30. Her lunch varies when it's down, but she'll help you guys a ton. And I don't, that's literally what she does. She knows where all the tools are. She'll take time. She can take time with you and Zoom with you if you need to, or tell you however you're comfortable with it. Like if you're like, just like, look, I just need to know where to click. I've got it in front of me. Where do I click? Click here, click here, click here. Or she'll go in your screen if you want to. She'll just work with you. So
she's very patient.
She is. She has to deal with me.
Yeah. So
right.
she's very patient and she helps you step by step. So that's a good thing. That I do like that.
Yeah, that was her primary thing, was to do onboarding. Well, actually it was to get the databases like totally operational. And then it was all onboarding, and then to really walk through those 90 days so that you're not frustrated. Okay, I would ask a question of help back from you guys. How do I relay the message well to have people not suffer in silence? Because I did it, I know we all do it, and I know that I draw independent, strong-willed women and people to me, because that's what we are. So, and I know we're all wired that way. How do we relay that message so that nobody else has to go through this?
I mean, I'd say post on Workplace, but I can't get into Workplace because I can't sign in.
That's hilarious. I think we'll put something up there. That's good. What else do I do? And
I think constantly reaching out. Not constantly, but at least reaching out often, to make sure that you might have a question that we're afraid to ask, or like you're doing right now.
Or mention it on the calls.
That's a good one too. Okay, so, yeah,
I've had Ava email me off and on for the last, I guess I joined 5 weeks ago, and she emails me maybe she's emailed me three times just to say if you need help.
Right.
But here's the thing, that phrase to me, it's like, I don't need help. I'm good. I'll figure it out. I need help. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I need help, but for the most part, I'm kind of like, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm doing it. And then when I look in hindsight, I'm like, I could have done that so much faster if I would have just asked or said something. But I like what you just said, Gina, was suffering in silence, because I don't necessarily need help, but I need to be aware when I'm suffering in silence, because then I'm like, I am being counterproductive, and that's not for my business. When I'm suffering in silence, it stops my business. And that's when I get aware of like, oh, I need to go do something different. I can't keep doing this. And I actually went to the broker room, and I was like, I walk in and this is my second time being here. I'm like, I don't know if you're the right person to ask. This is my second time being here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just asked my question. They're like, okay, do this. And I'm like, okay. And they knew who to direct me to, but I don't know if that's the right place to go. I don't really care right now, because all I care was I made progress. And so I know there's some places in the world that I can go that I haven't gone. And so I just feel proud of myself. I finally made it to a meeting last week. I made it to a broker meeting. I'm like, I go to every broker meeting, and before. I did not miss a team meeting or anything that had to do with my pulse on the market. I did not miss a meeting. And I missed every meeting because I can't figure out how to get into the world. And I finally did. And I wish so what I see is suffering in silence is a great phrase, because when I see that, I'll take different action. But help, I'm good.
that's beautiful. That is beautiful, because you're right. We are wired that way. Because if you ask me, in my family, you did not need help unless you had entrails on the ground, literally. Like if anything else, like literally, are you okay? Unless you were dead, you better say yes. Are you okay? Yeah. And I broke a whole bunch of bones one time. I mean, I got hit by a motorcycle and I broke a bunch of stuff, but are you okay? I'm breathing. I'm good, but the first thing comes out of my mouth is, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. No, I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 broken bones. I mean, that's a lot, are you okay? No, you're not.
Yeah. But because we're women and we're mothers, or some of us are mothers, and we know we can do it. I feel like I'm strong. I know I can conquer it, but I'm afraid to ask. So that fear sets in again.
Yeah. Yep. So if it it helps me to make a rule for myself. So what I did with David, if it takes me longer than a minute or maybe 2 tops to figure this thing out, that's not a project. Like the booklet, I would carve out, that's a 2-hour window for me to kind of go through and figure that thing out. But if I'm looking for a quick answer and I can't find it in a minute or 2, I'm going to contact David, because I don't know where to go and I need help. And I learned for the EXP stuff, I go into the world, and if I don't know which room to go into, I'll go to the information desk. But usually I'm either in onboarding, my state broker room, or tech support. I'm either in one of those 3 rooms almost always. Of where is this? I'm not really in tech support that often, but it's really those 3. So I learned that's where that is. And then for the GIA tools, Gary's brilliant. I do not understand how that brain thinks. I just don't. He's brilliant. I don't get it. So that's why I built the Trello board for all of his stuff on his website. And anything do y'all remember, Kay, you might remember this, for a while, Gary was like, look at these campaigns. They're in alphabetical order. Have you ever heard of? Yeah, that's because I made him do it. And it took me like 6 months. So for God's sakes, Gary, at least put stuff in alphabetical order. I'm like, I don't know how you think, sweetie. I can't figure it out, So, all right. So make a rule for yourself that if it takes you longer than X amount, then just stop, like be aware of it, just stop. And so that we can get you the help and point you the direction, because nothing should take that long. It just shouldn't. And you'll learn it. you'll totally learn it. I've learned it, and Ava's learned it. You'll learn it. It just takes you some point in the first time.
I just feel the booklet, I feel like, I know you're saying 2 hours. I feel like it's going to take me all day. That's what I feel, but yeah.
You know what?
Now, once you get in, it'll go fast once you get in.
Yep.
It's getting in that's hard.
Exactly. And that's why if it's there's two different types of tasks in real estate, maybe in the world. One is the stupid list of all the little stupid things you need to do that you can pretty much crank all this out in like 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 2 minutes there. And that you can carve out in between phone calls, or I got 10 minutes before my next appointment, or I have a half hour in the morning, I can crank out 3 things, whatever. But things like the booklet, that's for the brain to really work well, that's a 2-hour time frame. Because by the time it takes somewhere between, depending upon the person, 20 minutes to 30, 40 sometimes to really get into the flow. It just takes that. And so if you only give yourself half-hour windows or an hour window, you'll just get into the flow and it'll just start happening, and then you have to stop. So block out a 2-hour window when you're dealing with big project brain stuff. Anything that requires higher thought, that's a 2-hour window. If it's just crank out the task, that's here and there. Thomas Roscoe on the team, Lori, you'd really like him. Y'all would like him, actually. I adore this kid. Okay, kid, he looks like he's 20. He's like 40 something. I mean, it's really good genetics, man. Anyway, he just built 25 booklets. So he did it in San Jose. So if you would like somebody on the team, he's West Coast, to kind of work with, he's really, really a doll. I mean, he's really a doll, and he will totally help you. I've known Thomas for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. I was a coach for a big team that he used to be on. And I went to EXP. I coached for many different companies. So I never told anybody in the companies where I was. They didn't know that I was EXP. They happened to be Keller Williams. And then he left to go to EXP, and he was my favorite on the team. And I'm like, oh, and it killed me that he did that, because I never would have ever said anything, because it's not appropriate as a coach. And then I told him when he's like, I'm leaving, I'm going to EXP. And I'm like, dude, I'm EXP too. And he's like, you're kidding. And I'm like, no. So then after he left and everything, we just kept in contact. And one day I'm like, we have a cool team. You interested? And he's like, I get to work with you again. I'm like, yes, I get to work with you again. So he's a doll. You'll really like him, but he can probably help you with some pointers of what he did. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you guys, we run about, pardon me? Yes, Thomas Roscoe. And he's really sweet and really helpful. So just tell him I told you to call. Okay. All right. Helpful?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So Ava's going to send you an email on how to get a Trello board set up. And then as soon as you have that done, Jenna, just let her know that you already have yours set up, and just to share, and then you can download it onto your board. And for you, Jenna, I don't know how it works she might know how it works with the two, but I know Trello has really good support also or you might have to do 2 emails. I'm not really sure how it would work to have 2 boards. I think you can have a bunch of boards, but I don't know. So that's above my grade.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, have a really, really good day, and I will see you again.
Thank
See you in a while. I have a meeting.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Oh, we do. That's right. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.